There are multiple ways today to do freelancing, and I have tried almost all of them. With some, I made great money. With some, I made no money. Some even costed me my own money. And one of them led to a client I still work with today, making about $80,000 a year. In this video, I'll share all the things that worked for me and also the ones that did not work for me and the mistakes that I did. So hopefully you could learn from my mistakes and avoid starting with the wrong path. With that, let's get started. So one of my first paths was social media content creation. Now, I personally did not start making social media content for getting clients, but I started it because I wanted to build SaaS projects, which are software as a service websites, and I wanted to market the websites that I make. So I started with Twitter and created content consistently and grew to around 8.8 thousand followers. And many of my tweets and threads even went viral, and I started being known as freelance Python and data extraction guy. Now, due to this, I started receiving messages from people who were looking to do these projects, specifically Python and data extraction projects, and also other opportunities that I did not expect. So I think this way is still very underrated, and anyone who wants to start freelancing should start creating content around it and work on establishing yourself as an expert at a specific thing, so that when people need it, they know you can do it and reach out to you. But here, you should create content around the things you want to get projects on. For example, if you want to get SEO related projects, you gotta create content around that and try to reach as many people as possible and engage with people around that content. Now, even though I started receiving messages from my social media profile, I did not accept those specific projects because I was already getting bombarded with freelancing requests from my other ways. But was it my next way? Let's see. Because my next way of freelancing was creating my own agency website. So I created a website named Scrapebots where I shared free web scraping tools to the users. My website did start getting some attention via SEO itself, where users came onto websites searching for specific web scraping tools. I did get some requests from it, but honestly, it was not that much. I kind of absolutely made no money with it. And the reason behind this, I think, was because I did not market the website a lot, but I have seen people making huge amount of money via this way as well. Like for example, Design Joy, which is built by Brett Williams, who made his website into a subscription-based model, and people came and paid for his design service. Also, agencies kind of make tons of money, but it's not as easy as it looks from outside. Building an agency usually requires a big sales process. Then managing payments could be tough as well. There is usually very long communication, since both the client and the agency are kind of new to each other, and it takes time to build that trust, and the sale process here usually takes months because of these specific reasons. But if you crack this up, you could make much higher than other ways of freelancing. And speaking of other ways of freelancing, let's come to the very famous way of freelancing that I personally really hate, which is cold DMs. I have tried this. You have to send thousands of emails to potential clients and hope that around 1% click it, and after long communication, you get your client. I have seen people succeed in here as well, but the process itself was so boring for me that I gave up. And every time to get a new client, we have to start up from zero. It's kind of very tiring. This method I think could work again if you have a team or a lot of time on your hand to communicate and then work on the projects. I personally did not spend much time in this because again, I was getting bombarded with client requests from my final way of freelancing, which kind of changed my life, and that was freelancing platforms. Yes, freelancing platforms like Upwork and Fiverr were my favorite ways of getting clients. I became a top-rated freelancer on Upwork, and I was also a level 1 freelancer on Fiverr. I cracked how both the top freelancing platforms work and was able to get clients from both of these platforms regularly. Now, I know that some of you may roll your eyes on this. Again, freelancing platforms? Swapnil, do you know how much competition there is on these platforms? There's absolutely no chance a beginner may be able to get a project here today. But I actually hear this every day on Twitter, and I have been hearing this thing from the time I started freelancing as well. The thing you have to understand is every freelancer starts with $0. I personally started with $0 as well on these platforms. Then Josh Buns Tech, who have now earned around $1 million plus, started with $0 on the platform as well. One of my Twitter friends who started around 2 years later than I did have made around 1 million as well now on the platform, and Every day, new freelancers are coming and starting out on the platform and building their profile. The freelancing platforms work really best for me. I regularly got clients during my college time. I made anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 per month, and some months I even crossed $3,000. And by the end of the college, when I was ready to join someone full time, I actually got a $75,000 per year remote job, and I'm still working with them as of today. But yeah, when I was freelancing, there were many months where I did not take any projects too, even though I received multiple requests from clients, cause I was working on trying to grow my own projects as well. The great thing is that these platforms allowed me to stop whenever I want, cause my profile was built and I had got great 5-star feedbacks as well that served as a proof to clients, and I could start even if I took a break. The journey of building a profile here was very tough, and I had to research on every small thing here, like how to build a profile, then how to send good proposals, then how to separate yourself from other freelancers applying for the same job, then what type of projects to add in portfolio, and so on. I have also actually created a video on each of these topics on my channel that I would suggest you to watch in case you are looking to get started with this way of freelancing. Or you could also watch other successful people like Josh Bunstech as well, who I also watched as a beginner. And that's it. Those were all the paths I tried and the ones that worked for me. But one thing I want to share with you is, even though some of these paths did not work for me, but the journey of trying different paths actually taught me a lot and helped me in my other stuff like my projects as well. So I personally would suggest that you try out multiple things and see which one works the best for you. Cause believe it or not, people have succeeded in all of these ways. And the reason I usually see a person succeed in one way but fail in other is not cause one works and other does not work. It's just that they know more about one specific way more than the other way, and they did not give up in that way even though others did. For example, I knew everything about Upwork and Fiverr, like how to create great profile, how to send good proposals, how to catch clients' attention, how to separate yourself from other freelancers who are applying for the same job, how to get high-paying clients here on the platform. Whereas other person may know more about cold DMs, like how to find people and send mail to the ones who are looking for your service, then how to send mass emails to them, and so on. So the chance of him succeeding in cold DMs is more, and my chance of succeeding in freelancing platforms is more. And so it's based on what you prefer more. So try out different things and see which one works the best for you. And in case you're looking to get started with freelancing platforms, I'll attach a video here that I think you'll find useful, which is on how to create a good profile on these freelancing platforms. So you could check it out if you're interested. Thank you and see you in the next video.